Yo, what is up everybody? About 3 months ago, I made this video. Is Madden 18 a good video game? For about 8 minutes, we talked about what's good in Madden, what's left to be desired in Madden, and I said I'd make a part 2 to the video purely based off of you guys' feedback in the comment section. We're a little bit late, but the video is here today. What you guys are going to see is just everything that was said in the comment section, because I think the one thing that's lost in how to make Madden a good game, you hear a bunch of people giving their opinions, you know, high-powered people in the community, but not many people focus on you guys, just the everyday player in Madden, just, you know, not the average Joe, but the core of the fan base, the core of the Madden franchise. No one ever gets to hear you guys' opinions. So that's what that whole video was about, really, to not just bring light of what I thought, but more importantly what you guys think. So what you guys are seeing right here is the 3 polls I put in the video. As you guys see, you know, despite what some people may say that, you know, they're really not a fan of this game, for the most part it's very conservative on whether Madden 18 is a good game or a bad game. We're in agreement for the most part that, you know, right here, compared to Madden 16 and 17, it's a good game, like he said right there. But, you know, there's a lot left to be desired, just like in this comment right here, saying Madden is a pay-to-win mode. Definitely something I agree with in that previous comment, because I played with an all bronze team this year, and it's damn near impossible to play. For some reason, they nerfed the bronze players so badly to where you need to have good players in this year's game, and you have to pay to win. You can't just roll out some gold players and with the right execution win. They really make it based off of overalls. You know, the higher overall players get the better animations, they catch more passes, the quarterbacks throw more accurately. So I mean, I'm not gonna give you guys too much of what I think. This is mainly what you guys are saying, and I'm just gonna give my, you know, just my thoughts or whatever, and kind of just narrate what's going on here. So you see Joe. If you guys ever want to pause and read a whole comment, because, you know, there's going to be a lot of comments that, you know, take longer to read than it is scrolling by in the video, you can always pause. Like right here, Bob talking about how he's a top 100 player. Bob, very unhappy with the game for the most part. A lot of people talking about issues with the game. I know here Madden Mobile is brought up here, and that was a very interesting point. I did not notice about Madden Mobile how there's play counters, which is something I would love for there to be in Madden, because in Madden it seems like, you know, the players do not recognize the fact that the same play is being ran on them over and over. They just do not adapt, and at some point it's just a common sense thing. Like if someone runs the same play on you over and over again, you know, maybe if they run the corner route, you'll go 5 yards up and make sure the corner route is there, and you adapt to that. But in Madden, it's just, you know, you run it over and over. You know, cloud flats will do whatever they want to do at some point. You know, they don't do it exactly what you want them to do. And so that Madden Mobile aspect definitely was one that caught my eye. I did not know about. Something I think would be cool in the game, but there's definitely some potential backfire to that. People talking about draft champions, you know, not being a free mode pretty much anymore, unless you play the solo, which no one plays. You have to get tickets to get in, even though for the most part, especially with the new draft champions update that's supposed to come out, you basically not only get what you paid, you get more if you end up winning. It still sucks that they basically made draft champions, you know, a pay to enter mode. That was one of the great things about draft champions. It was free. You got to try out some of the new cards that came out without having to spend money for it. You know, you got it in your draft. That was awesome. Now they barely update it. Now you got to pay to enter, so that's not cool. Here, our Dub makes his own list. Zones, definitely something, a talking point in this year's game. The zones, the thresholds, they're either too bad or too good, nothing in between. We still need to find some sort of medium zone. Either, you know, the 91 zone guys react before the ball leaves the quarterback's hand, or the 90 zone guys don't even know what's going on. They're just standing there doing do, as you guys see. So here, Kirisui's leaving his own thing. I could barely keep up with all these myself. So I read through like pretty much every single comment in the comment section today, trying to find, you know, some of the high. I didn't put every comment in here because there was over 300 comments, and that would just take forever to go through. But I did put as many comments as I could possibly find that had good constructive feedback. And this one I definitely want to focus on right here. A couple people like to comment like this, where the players do not play like they do in real life. Adrian Peterson is not Adrian Peterson. He is just a player with 93 speed, a player with 93 trucking, a player with 91 acceleration, a player with 91 ball carrier vision. He's just what his stats say, not what his player says. Cam Newton is not Cam Newton. He's just a player with 87 speed, 92 throw power, 87 trucking. He's not Cam Newton. Here's the zone thresholds coming up again. And that's something I really have a beef with in Madden. When you play basketball games, even when you play FIFA games, you play with some of the guys with like 5-star skill moves, you know, you definitely feel a difference in football is literally what the stats say. And that's something that really needs to change in Madden. You need to be able to feel like you're playing with Adrian Peterson. You're playing with Adrian Peterson. If you're playing with Aaron Rodgers, you gotta feel like you're a gunslinger. You can move around the pocket, make a throw. You don't really feel that, especially with wide receivers. If you're playing with Odell, you want to feel like you're playing with Odell. If you're playing with AJ Green, you want to feel like you're playing with AJ Green. Don't really get that. You know, one of the main discussion points I had in the original video was replayability. Whether Madden has replayability, which to explain again is, you know, how much can you play Madden without getting tired of it and just going to a different game, just giving up on playing it for the rest of the year. And the fact that people run the same plays over and over again definitely kills the replayability of Madden. It happens year in and year out, but it seems like it happens more and more every single year where everyone's running the same few plays, the same scheme, and at some point, someone made a comment, I don't know if we passed it by yet, where they said that even when you win a game online, you don't really feel accomplished. You just feel like, okay, won that game, cool. Got that one over. Well, I guess I'll go into the next one. And that's really something I personally feel about this year's game, where like if I win a game, I don't really feel accomplished. I just feel like, all right, cool. Like I got a few more breaks my way or whatever. My players made some plays. His cheese play didn't work one time. Maybe a fumble went my way. There was no mention of target passing because no one uses target passing except for in this comment saying what I don't like about Madden 18 target passing. I don't know how much time they put into target passing, putting that into the game, but they really just should have spent absolutely no time on target passing. I was never a fan of it, to be honest. When I saw it at first, I saw it months before the game came out, I was like, I don't really like this thing, but you know, obviously they wanted to stick with it and see if it could, you know, change the way you pass the ball, see if it, you know, you could throw fade routes, you could throw like in routes or whatever you want to do, but obviously target passing was a flop. Definitely a lot of comments about how franchise mode never gets updated. Valid complaints for years in the community. People have been asking for not crazy changes to franchise mode, but just changes to franchise mode. Update it, make it feel more personal, and we just don't really get too many changes into franchise mode. We don't really get too many changes in Madden in general, except for like new promos and MUT. And even with that, the new promos and MUT, you gotta pay for it, whatever. Now, as I say all this, I'm going through comments. We're going through constructive criticism, not hate. We're not hating on Madden 18. This is constructive criticism. So we're not saying the game sucks. As you guys saw, most people think the game is okay. They rated it a 2 out of 3, not a 1 out of 3. So, you know, even though a lot of people are saying, look, some people are saying this right here. Ryan says it's the best Madden he's ever played, and that's fine. That's a valid opinion. If Ryan is really enjoying the game, you know, just reasons to enjoy this year's game. You play it casually and you have fun with it. I guess for me, I played it, you know, quite a bit where, you know, some of the repetitiveness gets pretty annoying. That was a pretty good comment about sim football versus competitive football in this year's game. This is pretty much going to wrap up the video. The next comment is going to be the very last one. It's going to be a very long comment, so, you know, it's a very good comment too. So, you know, definitely want to take time to read this one from past Getting. But nonetheless, leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed it. Once again, leave your feedback in the comment section. If you guys leave enough feedback, you know, we get enough, you know, people thumbsing up comments or whatever, we can make a part 3 to this video. A response to the response. But mainly the point of this video was to put you guys' comments on display. Hopefully, we did a good job of that today. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed it. Your opinions matter. Leave them in the comment section. If we want to make change, we have to make our voices heard. And on that note, I will catch you guys next time.